Well, hello. Welcome back to basics from Griegel. That's my name. I am a I am a German player which tries to make a beginner's guide in English. Last episode, I explained the skills and perks, and we have to explain to go through perk trees, the shotguns and archery in this episode. Shotguns. Both eyes open decrease edge blur when using shotguns with iron, red dot and hold blue with sights. Each level unlocked increases the effect. Yeah, when trying to use shotguns without scopes, it's useful. At least 1 point. I think you don't need 2 points on that. The first point unlocks the second tier. The fast shouldering increases the speed of entering exiting aim mode with using any weapon. So this one affects also rifles and handguns and archery. Useful. Each level unlocked increases the effect. So we try to get all purpose here, all levels. Second one, body control. Weapon sights align faster after rotating with any weapon. Each level unlocked increases the effect. Yeah. I think we can tag that. Yeah. I'm not sure if I have it in my main account. I'm sorry for that. Oh, that was a fox, and it was nearly really close, but I don't need the foxes today. Tracer shot. Ability to trigger a tracer shot when firing shotguns. Pellets will leave behind smoke trails indicating the spread of the bullet. Well, I spent my perk points 1.5 years ago. In the last the last patch, I think it was, the traces of shotgun bullets, the pellets, have been remodeled. So that could be useful now. It is an activate. You see it's a green perk, you have to activate it. Shotguns I use, yeah, but not so much as rifles and handguns. You must decide yourself if you want to take it or not. Recoil management. Less recoil when firing any weapon to able to fire a follow-up shoot sooner. What is recoil? At that point, I need my dictionary. Again, as I said before, I'm a German one, not a native Englishman. So sometimes I stumble about words and I have to watch what it means. To recoil, okay. Okay. Less recoil from even able to fire. Yeah, I think that one is good. I think that is useful. I'm pretty sure I have that, so I must have this one as well, because you cannot get here without that to have a perk point here. The boomstick, ability to fire both chambers at the same time when using a double-barreled shotgun. I think I don't have this skill here, because it's also an activate skill. The only activate skill I have, which I use, is this one, the zeroing. I explained, I said in last episode, and I'm still on this point. For zeroing, it's better for you, for the English and not native Germans, to search for it in the internet, or to watch a native Englishman explaining that. I think he can do it very better, much better than I do, than I can. Even in German, it is hard to explain. I'm very sorry. So, shotguns and archery. I know in archery, I spent my last points, which I had, because all rifles and handguns and shotguns which I needed are set. So archery was the last one I spent. Full draw increases the time an arrow can be drawn aim mode before fatigue sets in. So that means you can longer hold the arrow in the bow. Fatigue will cause aim wobble followed by a disruption of aim mode. Each level unlock increases the effect. It's for better and longer aiming with archers. Move and shoot, decrease wobble while moving in aim mode using any weapon. I'm pretty sure I have this one, but not the others here. Increased confidence boosts the accuracy of all bows and crossbows. That means it does only affect bows and crossbows. No, I'm not very shooting often with archeries, with bows and crossbows, so for me it's not an important skill. If you want to use more archery, bows and crossbows, and lesser shotguns or handguns, you should maybe spend lesser points here and more in archery. I'm not sure where it will go in this account, and we will see that later. Like a pro, unlocks the ability to enter aim mode with a bow while prone. Allows for stealthy bow hunting. Bow hunting. Jesus. For those who wants to archer or to hunt with archery, useful. Absolutely. For me, at this point, not, because I want to get more on rifles. And I think shotguns and handguns and archery will be the same as in my main account, not so often used. The recycle unlocks the ability to retrieve fired arrows and bolts. I'm pretty sure I have that at my main account, because when harvesting and shooting animal by a bow, I can harvest sometimes fired arrows. I'm pretty sure I have that. There is a random chance that an arrow or bolt will break upon impact, in which case it cannot be retrieved. Of course, if you shoot an arrow, it can be broken. Broken arrows nobody needs. But these arrows, which are still intact, which can be used the second time, can be retrieved. Level 1 unlocks the ability to retrieve arrows or bolts, and level 2 decreases the chance that an arrow or bolt will break upon impact. Well, arrows and bolts are not so expensive. If 10 or 20, I don't know how much, are in a bundle. When you purchase bows or bolts, and they would be cost 2,000 or 3,000 credits, this one would be a useful perk, but they are not so expensive. So I think it's crap. When shooting an arrow, it's gone. That's my opinion. You must find your own one. I think it's not a use. As I said before, I don't hunt with bow very often. I hunt with them, but not very often. I'm not interested in retrieving fired arrows or bolts. it doesn't mean something to me. It's nothing where I can say, oh great, I find an arrow which I can use again. I don't care. For me. The pumping iron increased arm strength means more draw lengths. Increase the kinetic energy of all bows, which in turn means more damage penetration and speed using the same arrows. Each level unlocked increases the effect. Like this one, like Pro. For those who want to hunt more with the bow, lesser with the shotgun and handgun, useful, yeah. And to activate this one, you have to spend at least, I think, 1 point at this point here. For those who like to hunt more with handguns and shotguns and archery is not the big thing. Nonsense. It's only affects bows and not the others. So, I think we have spent a lot of time, enough time, in this perk and skill tree. I will explain them later when I use them and activate them. And as I said in last episode, it's skills and the track knowledge 1 point. And I will show you what exactly that means. The level 1 reveals information about an animal's gender when investigating footprints and vocalizations. Footprints we have here. Before spending that skill tree, that skill point, I have only information that it is a fallow deer, a rue deer, or a red fox, and nearly nothing more. But I have now. Okay. As you can see here, it is a rue deer footprints, and it is a female deer. You see that the purple dot next to the picture, it's a female one, and it is trotting, moving slowly. It's not running, it's not fleeing, it's trotting. That can be useful because sometimes you need to find footprints from a male deer, and you find this one. You can see, okay, it's a female. I don't need that. Alright, guys. Yeah. We try to get to the Petershander cornfields, and on that way we will try to find footprints from a fallow deer. Yeah, this one, for example, it's a female one, and our mission is here. Find five tracks from the same fallow deer. That means when you look at your cell phone, we have already 2. That's great. So this one is number 3. This one is number 4. And that one is number 5. And mission successful. That's the whole mission. Find 5 footprints from the same deer. Jesus, it's nearly the hardest mission we can do here. So, next mission for Jäger 2. ID calls from 2 different fallow deer. So we have to find 2 different deers and wait for them to call. And we have to identify them. I could walk that line, and I should. I haven't seen that. Sorry. This is exactly the direction I want to go. I should to go. Oh, what's here? Droppings. Oh, very old. Okay. There's not a big chance to find that fallow deer in the next minutes because it's a very old dropping. That's the thing I call sometimes shit. I don't know the word most of the times for that stuff. This droppings. Okay, what was that? Okay. Okay. The use of the headlight here is only useful when you're following such footprints here. If you want to just to hunt, turn off the light. Because the human eye, your eyes, will be attracted more to the light, and it's harder to see animals at the edge of the light or besides the light. While hunting at night, you have to listen. This one is the first one, the mating call from the female one. While hunting at night, you have to listen to the ambient here, to hear the animals when they're calling, when they're walking by, or something like that. And without the light, you will find it out. You can better see animals than having the lights on. Because when the lights are on, your eyes are attracted to the light. You cannot, you mostly not see animals to the side. Without the light, your eyes have the whole area, the whole screen to watch. It's a little bit hard for me to explain it because I like to do it in German but not in English. But I like hunting at night without lights. It's easier for me. Okay, I will find, of course, tracks. I can examine them without the lights, but I don't see them. As I said before, when I want to follow a trap, footprints, a track, I will turn on the light. If I shoot a deer and try to find the blood, I turn on the lights. Besides that, I turn off the lights because I want to see deers, even at night. Movement at night you can see better without having lights on. Maybe some of you have served in army or air force or something in military, and when you lay in there's nothing. When you lay in the field in the night, you see the enemy just because the different shades of darkness in the night. It's hard for me to explain, I'm sorry for that. But you can see better when there's no light, because your pupils of your eyes are increasing. The little light which is coming to the eyes at night gives you the ability to see movements in the night. You cannot see clearly what is moving there, but you see the movement. If you have the lights on, your eyes, your brain will be focused on that light, because your brain knows light, I can see something, I can can examine something. It will be focused on the light, but not on the side. It's a, I know it's a stupid explanation. I can only say, when you hunt at night, here in the game, turn off the lights. If you say, no, it's not my thing, I want to have the light on, then turn the light on. I can give only advices. You can take the advice, that's okay. You can also ignore the advices. It's okay for me as well. It's your play, it's your game, not mine. So, and as you can see here, it's now in-game shortly after 1 o'clock. It's not dark. I don't need the headlights. As I said before, it's something you need to find out. What's suits better for your play. Yeah. If you find it more relaxing to play the game with the lights on, then turn the lights on. If you have the night vision the night vision scope from the last patch, I think it was the last patch, yeah. Then use that one if you want. It's all your decision. I have the night vision, the night binoculars and the night scope. Ease. Oh. That's nonsense. As you can see, when they fly, don't need to shoot them. Nope. When hunting ducks, geese, sorry, when hunting geese, because there's no ducks here in this map. When hunting geese, we will take that later. Or if you want to see how I hunt such geese, you can better watch one of my German series. It is Gregor's Zurück auf Anfang. No, it's not Zurück auf Anfang, sorry. Gregor's Jagdschnipsel. And I think the episode 16, 17 and 18 or something like that is all about goose hunting. Nope, there's nothing. All about goose hunting. I have 3 episodes of it. How I shoot the geese. It's in German, yeah, of course. But you can see how I hunt them. I don't hunt them mostly when they're flying around me. I wait for them to land, and when they're on the ground, I can shoot them very easy. If I aim properly. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I even fail at that. So, you see, 3 kilometers. I don't know how much miles it is. For me, it's in kilometers. And why it is in kilometers for me? As you can see, my field of view is 75. I like to have more than only 60. I think the human eyes take more. There's a wider field of see something. The field of view, sorry, than only 60 I used to, I like to use 75. Hunting hunt multiplayer unit system. Metric. No. Imperial. Good. We take it Imperial. So it is 1.93 miles now. I think now we have yards for animals. I will see how I work with the Imperial scale system. Because the whole life I use the metric one. We will see. So, important. When you are entering an open field like this one, go to the edge and stop here. Always. It's my best best advice here. Take off the binoculars and look around, because sometimes you see something. Exactly that is the point. Exactly that is the point. When you just go on that area, go on that field, do you really think you have seen the animal on the left side? No. You don't, and I don't. That's what it's my best advice here. Stop at the edge of the field and take a look around to see it. So there's one animal, a fallow deer, which is resting. Don't see any others there, so I think there's only one. But we will look more and around. Sometimes it's not only one deer, maybe there are others. And there seems to be a resting zone. Maybe, that's another hint I can give. Maybe some of you don't like the binoculars, the use of binoculars, because they see here to the full opening. They see, looking, and they don't see the deer here because they don't use the binoculars correctly. When looking through binoculars, first of all, have a look to that area you want to search with binoculars without binoculars. You have just looking around. Maybe you can see something there where you can point the binoculars. Let me guess, something there is something to watch, to spot. You take on the binoculars and zoom in. You see, okay, that was not a deer, it was a straw ball, or whatever. So, decrease the binoculars and look around again. Not, oh, perfect, this one. There it is. Binoculars you should never use with full zooming out, because you cannot see what's just below the side of you. Always zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. And have a look at the edges of the area you're looking for. As I said in the beginning, I'm a German. Sometimes I don't have the correct words to explain something. Sorry for that. Just take it as a part of amusement for you to explain a stupid German something in English. Vice versa. You as Englishman, make it try to make a video in German. something for my amusement. So, that animal is behind that bushes here. Perfect point for shooting, nearly perfect, I think. But it's not, can be hit here, I think. But we need a call from it. Oh, there was. Okay, good, perfect. There are several animals. Why I was shooting here? Because we need a call from a fellow deer. From two different fellow deers. And I have the idea to alert the fellow deers to get a warning call. I hope they will hear me now and warn me that they have recognized me. And I think that would be successful for the mission. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe the plan works, maybe it doesn't. Okay, I think my plan does not work. They were fleeing, but I have no calls yet. Okay. Sometimes even the best plan you have fails. And unfortunately I'm not level 5, so I don't have the caller for the fellow deers to call them back. Damn. From 0 to 5:30, so we are just in the time where the fellow deers would be resting here in that area. Maybe they're coming back. Maybe not. And I would say we just stop that episode here. It's now 26 minutes on my clock, but I started the clock a little bit late. So I think we hit the 30 minutes marker. And yeah. We will stop that episode here, and maybe we find the fellow deers in the next episode. So, that's up for now. I see you guys next episode. I wish you all a nice day, a nice evening, a nice night, whenever you want you watch this episode. Please always remember, for playing this game you have to be patient. Patience is the most... What was that? Patience is the most useful skill you must have. Patience is not something you can skill. Patience is what you have. If you're an impatient person, play Counter-Strike, not this game. Aim properly, aim correctly to shoot the animal down. Do not use headshots. Shoot, if possible, to the lungs, from the side, just behind the legs in the front, Or if the animal is presenting you the chest, the breast, the breast is not correct, is coming from the front, choose to shoot between the front legs. Do not use or try headshots. And that's it for now. See you guys next time. Bye. And always, good hunting.